Willie D Live.
What them haters talking about?
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you represent and throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds. What up, Miami Black? Body Double Security. What's up, Pauline Conway? Christopher Wilson. What's up? Milton Coffee Jr. Miami-Dade County. What's up, Miami? My brother's keeper, salute. Mud Boy, what's up? What's good? What's good? Let me put a pic of our subject up here. That's Adrien Broner, fam. Adrien Broner fought Blair Cobbs tonight and took an L. What was so intriguing about this fight was Adrien Broner's antics before the fight. Adrien actually threatened the life of Blair Cobbs. You know, he talked about how his partners was going, he got partners that are, bussish, SHIT, saying he got shooters, and all he got to do is say, what he said. All I got to do is point and they're going to blow. And talked about just how he was going to just whoop dudes so badly. And turns out Adrien ends up losing the fight, his mouthpiece 4 times, and even a tooth during his 10-round welterweight match against Blair Cobbs. I mean, yeah, fam, it was not a good look. Adrien got knocked down in the 2nd round, and he dropped a unanimous decision to Cobbs Friday night at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Now, the judges scored the fight 97-91, 96-93, and 96-93, all in favor of Blair Cobbs. That was a little action in the fight. That was some action, in the 2nd round. In addition to getting knocked down, Adrien lost 2. This is per the Thriller TV analyst. But once he was back on his feet, he did stay there. Now, he landed some punches, but got hit with at least twice as many from Blair Cobbs. Now, before I go any further, fam, I gotta salute Adrien for getting back up. Yeah, people got to talk. He was talking a lot of SHIT, and I get it. And people are supposed to call him on that. Anytime you talk a bunch of shit and you lose a fight, you lose, you take an L, you set yourself up for that. So people gonna address that. But I gotta give him credit for getting back up when he got knocked down. The way he got knocked down, people don't typically get back from that. Fighters don't typically get up from that type of knockdown. And dude caught him cold with a stiff left. Caught him cold. Caught him with those hands up, but too far apart. And slipped it on in there and boom. So salute for getting back up, man, because people just don't typically get back up. Fighters don't get back up from those type of knockdowns. They're usually counted out at that point. I've watched some of the best not get back up from that type of knockdown. And he got back up. Let me tell y'all something, fam. They call boxing a sport, but it's not a game. It ain't nothing to play with. That's what the knockdown looked like. That ain't just a drop. That is a knockdown. Adrien survived a lot of blows. He survived a lot of blows in that fight. He looked like, you know, the way he was squabbling, the way he was throwing the punches, he looked like, you know, punches looked like when he threw them, he had bad intentions, but he couldn't land them. And again, fam, this comes after Adrien. This is just 3 days after he threatened Blair Cobbs with gun violence and used a homophobic slur. This is as Blair Cobbs just kind of like chilling in his seat, cool as a cucumber, pretty much laughing. Now, Adrien's record has slipped from to 35-5 and 1, and Blair Cobbs improved to 17-1 and 1. This is what I was saying the other day, fam. Anything can happen in boxing. Boxing is the arena of the unexpected. If you look at it on paper, it looked like this was tailor-made for a Broner win. You look at Adrien Broner had a 34-4 record going in. And Blair Cobbs had a 16-1 record going in. So Adrien had won twice as many fights as Blair had won. And he had a lot more experience, so many people picked him to win. I didn't know what was going to happen. I hadn't studied Blair Cobbs enough to really give a fair assessment on what the outcome would be. But I can tell you this. Blair Cobbs kept firing away. And, you know, Adrien, he stood his ground. In the third round, you know, by the time he got to the third round, it seemed like he had his legs up underneath him, and he stood his ground. But Blair kept connecting, you know. He connected with that left. And when he connected with that left, Adrien looked a little perplexed. Here's the biggest trip of them all, is that Adrien wouldn't let his hands go. He was standing right in front of Blair Cobbs most of the fight, but he just wouldn't let his hands go. You cannot not let your hands go. When you threaten somebody's life and you're talking about beating somebody damn near to death, you talking about doing all of this and you don't let your hands go. You're a boxer, you're a fighter, and you're not letting your hands go. You can't win the fight. You got to throw punches and bunches. You got to throw punches to win the fight. Really, I'm surprised it was scored as close as it was scored, because Adrien wouldn't let his hands go. The crowd was trying to get behind Adrien. They started chanting, A-B, A-B, A-B. They was chanting for him. They was trying to get behind him. But he wouldn't let his hands go. And I'm going to tell you, so pretty much what happens in the fight is Adrien seemed like he was content with just stalking Blair. He seemed like he was just content with just stalking him and not really going in to do any damage, just stalking him. And every time he get close enough, Buddy just and get him off him. And that was pretty much the fight. That's what I saw. But what say you, fam? Going to the comments. Miss Jazzy is in the building. What's up, Miss Jazzy? Miami Black. Say free. What's up? Was that soy free? Soy free. Okay. The creative. Broski. What up? Yeah, you can't take your opponent for granted. It don't matter what your opponent record is. If somebody's in that ring, they got a chance. Just like out here on these streets. If you have an op and they're willing to fight back, they got a chance. You can't underestimate anybody. So Adrien lost a 10-round decision. 10-round unanimous decision. You can't win a fight without letting your hands go. I seen this a few months ago with another fighter. You know, I'm like, damn, man, if you're in the ring, I mean, your hands right there, just let them go, man. It don't matter. Like, you're going to get hit anyway. You might as well hit back. Might as well. Yeah, man. City Streets TV, what up? John Clark, Eric Hood. Chocolate City said, did he have enough time to train? Hey, fam, all that don't even matter. All that don't matter. Once you sign that paper to fight, it's time to fight. All that old, I ain't have enough time. You know, I had something going on. I had a family emergency. You know, I hurt my hand. I slipped on a banana. That stuff don't matter, man. Once you get in that ring, you got to fight, man. All them excuses ain't gonna. Nah, man. No excuses. No excuses. Just results. No excuses. Just results. The only plausible excuse I would accept. The only excuse I would accept If somebody else jumped in the ring and attacked you, you out there fighting and you thinking it's just you and him, and somebody just came in and jumped you in the ring. And that's the only way. But other than that, it's mano mano, man. It's me and you. That's it. That's it. It's me and you. All that talking on the outside, all that entourage, your managers, your brothers, your sister, your mama, your girl, your fans, can't none of them help you now. It's me and you, baby. Can't none of them help you now. That's like, I don't know why that came to my mind, but it's like being in a cell. You know, like if you're in a cell and, you know, somebody like to run that mouth and now you got him. It's just you and him. Ain't no running. It's you and him. Ain't no running. No excuses. Let's go. Life changes. What's up? Trap House. I Am Legend Boxing. Boo Magoo. He didn't take a dive. Took a dive for what? Why would he take a dive? That's not the. Even if you're gonna take a dive, that ain't the type of fight you take a dive for. I mean, what do we have to gain by taking a dive? He's the bigger fighter. The other guy is not even on the radar for top fighters. Ain't nobody got no heavy money backing him or nothing like that. He ain't got no, there was no big pending or looming fight out there for him if he beats Adrien. Like they were, or, you know, they ain't had no big fight for him, you know, like sitting back in the cut. It was none of that. So why would he didn't have any incentive to throw the fight. Eugene Stewart, what up? Jama, what it do, Jama? Ben Bennett. Big Lon, Greensville, Texas. Christian Hughes, what's up? Broski. Hagi B. Hoy, what up? Brian Payton said, if you're going to talk that talk, you got to walk that walk. Real talk, man. You got to. You got to. Can't do all that talking, man, and lose. I personally don't think it's really a good idea to do a whole lot of talking when you're about to do battle. You can wake up a sleeping giant like that. Person probably was just, okay, it's just a routine fight. Now, because of you with the chops and being disrespectful and everything, now that person is, instead of running 3 miles, he's running 6 miles. Instead of doing, 50 rounds of sparring. He doing 150 rounds of sparring. Instead of doing 200 sit-ups a day, he doing 400 sit-ups a day. Instead of having his mind on something else, distracted, he totally locked in on you, on destroying you, because you in that mouth. Rock him to sleep. I like to rock him to sleep. Oh man, hey, how you doing, man? Hey, we gonna fight? We gonna fight for real? Oh. No, I think he's a good guy, man. I know. I'm just, we just trying to feed our families. The whole while I'm thinking I'm gonna murder this. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him first chance I get. I'm gonna get him. Rock him to sleep, man. That's the best way. I believe in that. Rock him to sleep. Rock him to sleep. Big Lon. I don't know. I didn't expect anything. I didn't expect anything. I didn't know who was going to win because I didn't know enough about the other fighter. Yeah, he took a hard landing, man. That was a hard fall right there. That's a hard fall. Yeah. Fighters don't typically get back up from that. And his legs was gone. But he got back up. To his credit, he got back up. He looked very tentative. He looked very tentative. You could tell he was thinking about that second round punch, that stiff left from the second round, because he was very tentative. Adrien also looked fatigued. He looked fatigued. And I'm gonna say it, fam. I gotta call a striker striking the ball. He looked scared, fatigued and scared. I think the 7th round was probably Adrian's most impressive round, because at first he started coming in, handling his business, and then he lost his mouthpiece. Ref puts it back in. He loses his mouthpiece again. And then he loses his mouthpiece again. And then Blair Cobbs started getting off on him. And then here come Adrien with some impressive shots. And he's looking very much alive, like he really wants to fight now. But then by the time the 8th round come back around, Adrien landed a few more shots. And here we go, the story of the night. Story of the night. He seemed like he just, kind of like was resigned to just stalking him again and wasn't letting his hands go. Well, it looked like he was trying to let his hands go, but you know, he couldn't close in on dude. He couldn't close in on him. Get into the ninth round, he starts stalking again. And here come Blair Cobbs doing most of the punching. He's stalking, but he ain't punching. At least he ain't not landing anything. Blair Cobbs, once again, doing most of the punching. Adrien did land some big shots to the body, but the only effects of it was a smile from Blair Cobbs. Then he tagged Adrien with a flurry of punches. Then come the 10th round. They had a little nice exchange to open the round. Then Adrien got aggressive. And then Blair Cobbs pushed back, another lively exchange with the crowd chanting A-B, A-B. But Blair Cobbs kept beating him to the punch. And then you saw Adrien land a big right. And once again, Blair Cobbs answers. Like he basically had all the answers that night. Tonight, he had all the answers. He had all the answers. And I'll give Adrien the last round. I give him the 10th round. But I won't give him the fight. He didn't win the fight. You take that 10th round, but he didn't win the fight. I've seen it happen too many times where fighters stalk. They're the aggressor, they're stalking, but they really ain't doing nothing. They ain't really doing no real damage. And when they get in too close, if they're fighting a real counterpuncher, they ding, 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 ding. And then they get to a point to where they just become reluctant to swing out of fear that they're gonna get hit. It's like, okay, if I swing, the payback is gonna be I'm gonna get hit. So I better not swing. And if I do swing, let me make sure that I ain't close enough to get hit. Let me make sure I'm out of the way. I mean, which is smart. You got to get out of the way. You don't want to get hit. But if you getting hit and you losing the fight, you getting hit, you ain't throwing punches, hell, you might as well throw some punches. You're going to get hit anyway. That's the way I look at it. It's just like fighting a bully. If somebody gonna bully you, you might as well go and fight. If somebody gonna hit you, let's say you're a reluctant warrior, you don't want to fight. I don't want to fight now, leave me alone. I don't want to fight. I'm scared. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. But if the fight is imminent, if it's going down, if it's gonna go down for real anyway, you might as well go and get off. If they gonna swing on you, you might as well beat them to the punch. If you see this has got to go down, you see it ain't nowhere around it, you cornered, man, you got to go and get off on them. Might as well go and get off. It's better than just sitting there, standing there being a target. If I'm gonna stalk a fighter, it's better for me to throw some punches while I'm stalking them than to just stalk them and get hit. Mike Tyson did, you're right, Milton. Mike Tyson got hit a lot. But he didn't get hit a lot because he threw so many punches. He got hit a lot because he had to get inside to win the fight. He was always fighting bigger men. Damn near everybody Mike Tyson ever fought was bigger than him, a lot taller than him. So to mitigate the damage that those other fighters' jab could do, or even their power punch could do, he had to get inside to break them down. In order to get inside, if you're fighting a bigger fighter, if you're fighting a taller fighter, in order to cause some damage, you got to get inside, because otherwise they'll just keep sticking that left hand out there and just holding you at bay. They just punch that there, boo, boo, boo. Every time you try to get a little closer, boo, 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 just hit you with that there. Stick that thing out there to just keep you honest. Just keep it out there. Keep sticking it out there. Keep you honest. Just keep it out there. Keep you honest. Keep you honest. So you got to figure out a way to get in, to get up under that punch, get around it. And Mike Tyson was like, you know what, I'm coming. So Mike Tyson just was coming and throwing punches the whole time, just head moving, throwing punches, head moving, throwing punches, studied to attack it. That's how he was able to break those dudes down. So he got hit a lot trying to get inside, because those dudes, a lot of those dudes, big dudes, and they knew I'm throw this, keep this jab out here. This jab gonna save me for at least a little bit. It's gonna buy me some time. But most of them, they ended up on the canvas anyway, because Mike was just that good. See Clam. Oh yeah. See Clem. What's up? What's up? Ace Spades. Yeah, that weight difference on the heavyweights. Yeah, once you hit with the heavyweights, once you hit that 200, you can go as far as you want to go. Yeah, so Mike had to get inside. Mike had to get inside to do damage, because he was fighting fighters who were a lot bigger than him. So he had to get inside. Yeah, Holyfield was a great fighter too. Holyfield had to get inside a lot too, because he was oftentimes fighting fighters who was a lot bigger than him. So he had to get, you saw Holyfield. Holyfield took a lot of punishment. He took that chance to get inside to do his damage. What's up, Tyrone Legacy? Mike Brown, what it do? Bob McCain, what up? All right, fam, that's my time. I appreciate y'all joining this late. This was impromptu, obviously, but I got to report. At times, the big fights, I got to report on the fights. That's my thing. I love fights. I love boxing. That's my favorite sport. So anytime there's a fight going on, I will be providing some commentary. I don't know if I'll be able to do that next week because I'm going to be at the fight next week. But maybe I'll go live at some point. And yeah, maybe I'll go live. Maybe I'll go live at the fight. How about that? At some point, I'll go live and talking about the Tank Davis fight. I'll go live at some point and bring y'all in on that. But until next time, fam, y'all enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.